Helena. The day before Samuel's inauguration as Alpha, a grand party was held. With enthusiasm, Elder Alira, his mother, gracefully walked around distributing boxes containing pieces of gold to all the members of the wolf pack. Now, I stood waiting for the moonstone necklace as a symbol of Luna, but instead, Leora, my best friend, stood before me with arrogance, speaking with a sneer I'd never seen before. Want to take the moon necklace, Helena? You won't get it. Don't be so confident. I stood up, confused, but before I could ask what she meant, I saw Elder Alicia actually hand that special box to Leora, even put it on her in front of me. My body froze. Leora, you betrayed me? I betrayed? Leora's laughter was loud, cynical, and without remorse. It was you who betrayed this silver moon pack. You ignorant Omega. My mouth opened, but Leora spoke again in a disgusting tone. We found something, Helena. Something you even hid from Samuel. With a gesture of her hand, the projection screen lit up. My image appeared there, pressing my palm against the ancient symbol of the enemy pack, activating the blood seal, a forbidden act, and considered a dark pact with outsiders. The wolf within me raged. Where did you get this recording? As I was about to charge at her, Elder Alira roughly pushed my body back. Don't dare touch the honorable Luna of the pack. Leora has pure wolf blood, far more worthy to be my son's mate. As for you, you're just an Omega without a pack that we picked up. It felt like a rock had been thrown at my chest when I heard those sharp words. Once, she was so gentle, the first wolf to welcome me into this pack, the most supportive of my relationship with Samuel, but now, there was nothing left in her gaze toward me except disgust. I clearly remember you weren't from the Silver Moon pack. I thought your intentions were sincere in loving Samuel. I accepted you, but it turns out you've been a spy all this time? My fists clenched. My eyes immediately sought out Samuel. He just stood there, silent. Not a single word came out of his mouth. My blood boiled. Samuel, are you sure you want to reject me as your future Luna? Silence. My question nearly drowned in the tension. After 4 years together, don't you trust me, Samuel? I asked again, trying to pierce Samuel's cold gaze. He walked toward me, standing tall like an alpha. Helena, I was supposed to crown you as Luna tonight, but you ruined it yourself. You're a traitor. Just as I was about to reach the peak, you want to bring me down? It won't happen. I'll get rid of you before that happens. You damn traitor. I stared into his icy eyes. I was sure he was just misunderstanding because of the recording. Sam, I know the world can misunderstand, but you should know I've worked hard for this pack. There's no way I'd do that. I'm destroying the seal, not activating it. Then why did you do it alone in the middle of the night? Leora cut in sharply. Without the pack's permission, without your own future alpha knowing? The wolf inside me roared, but I tried to control myself, to remain calm. I chose to ignore Leora. Samuel, you know I will never ally myself with the enemy. But Samuel just stood there, his gaze frozen. You know, I was once unsure, but Leora found your trail. She said you've been playing both sides for a long time. I don't want a Luna who would sell out the pack for personal gain. What gain? My voice rose. I risked my life that night. Samuel didn't listen. Instead, he threw a scroll of deer skin at my face. The edge hit my eyebrow. It hurt and bled. It was an expulsion letter, stamped with the official silver claw. Leora laughed, her voice cutting like a dagger. You're not even pure silver moon blood. Inside you is the blood of a traitor, a lowly Omega of unclear origin. How could a wolf like you be worthy of being Luna? Leora's remark elicited a small, sarcastic laugh from the elders. Several wolves nodded in agreement, looking at me as if I were dirt beneath their feet. Leora, who would have thought that my best friend, whom I considered most valuable, would secretly take my position? I laughed bitterly. The seal was a trap. That night, Leora herself had asked me to come. She said she was trapped at the border, but when I arrived, there was no one there. Only the active seal, and 2 enemy soldiers attacking me. I survived. But now I know, I was trapped. Helena. I considered Leora my own sister for 4 years. So, when her distress signal came, a desperate plea for help, I ran without thinking twice. Without the pack's permission, without telling Samuel. Who would have thought that it would be the weapon he used to bring me down? What a betrayal. Underneath her pretense, Leora only wanted one thing, Samuel. And my position as future Luna's. She even dared to call me a lowly Omega. But what hurt the most was Samuel's lack of trust in me. No wonder he had been avoiding me since that night. He said it was a lot of pack work, and I tried to understand. It turned out he had been waiting for this for days, deliberately holding back from expelling me, to use me to help with pack tasks, to make him rise to alpha. And now that it's almost all come to fruition, He's discarded me like trash. I lifted my head and looked at Samuel differently, this time without pleading, without emotion. So, you've decided to reject me as your mate too? Hearing the cold tone in my voice, he smiled more cynically, more condescendingly. Look at yourself now, Helena. So arrogant. You want to be kicked out quickly as if you already have another place to take you in. But you're just a worthless omega. Don't you know what the outside world is like now? Elder Alira interrupted. It's chaotic out there. Life without a great pack like ours is very difficult. Are you proud of allying yourself with the enemy? They only want to use you, not offer you a place to stay. You could die. Samuel smirked. Or at East end up as pitiful as when I first saw you as a lost omega during the hunt. Samuel's and Elder Alira's words echoed in my ears. The Great Silver Moon Pack. I almost burst out laughing if I hadn't remembered the situation. This pack had only recently formed, weak, and I had played a significant role in the pack's progress over the past 4 years, especially in Samuel's rise to alpha, but they all turned a blind eye. They kept treating me like a lowly omega, a wolf without a pack and without clear bloodlines. They dare to say that because I've been hiding my identity, and they never knew one thing. I am the daughter of the Alpha King, from the large and ruthless Ironshade pack, never defeated in war. All packs submit to my father, but I, his daughter, chose to leave because of a simple love, and that was the love betrayed by Samuel. Now I pity myself. Hearing Samuel's direct opinion of me, the first meeting I thought was memorable, he turned into an insult. At that time I fled from Ironshade to refuse the arranged marriage they had set for me. I insisted on marrying only the wolf I loved, not merely for the sake of strengthening the pack's territory or anything like that. I simply wanted to be loved sincerely. Since childhood, I had grown accustomed to being praised with lies because everyone admired my family, not because of who I truly am. Samuel found me alone in the forest. His warm gaze made me fall in love. Then I thought he was my true mate. Since then, I insisted that Ironshade not look for me, let me go, and I hid everything from Samuel, just because I was afraid he would be disturbed, pressured, or overwhelmed by knowing I was the daughter of the Alpha King. Recalling the happy moments we shared in the past and comparing them to now, I fully realized that we were truly over. If you're truly certain, sever our bond now, I said, picking up the deerskin scroll of banishment and clutching it tightly. Then I'll leave immediately. He nodded. Dead. I felt relieved, but for a few seconds, he didn't say anything. Instead, he smiled meaningfully. Leora, his voice was deep and loud. Come closer. Leora lifted her chin, proud and smiling. Her eyes glanced at me triumphantly as she walked lightly toward Samuel. Their excessive praise, deemed as a perfect match, made my breath catch. It felt like an invisible hand was plunging a knife into my heart as I watched Samuel's warm gaze on Leora. It was the same gaze he had given me the first time. Was it that easy for Samuel to change his heart? I had once thought he was the true wolf for me. I never imagined he could be so easily swayed by Leora's tricks. They walked affectionately into the center of the sacred circle of the pack. I will mark Leora in front of all of you, said Samuel, looking at the elders and members of the pack, as a replacement for future Luna. As my new mate, I stood tense, speechless. The wolf inside me screamed. Marking a mate in front of a mate who hasn't been officially rejected, that's not just an insult, it's torture. I've never felt the pain, but I've often heard it can drive a wolf to death.